Hello, I'm Charles Gross.
I'm Miriam Liba Gross.
And I'm Leslie Hoban Blake.
This is Two on the Aisle First Impressions. Tonight we are talking about John Lithgow, Stories by My Heart.
Just stories by heart.
Stories by Heart. Excuse me.
Which means that he is telling the stories by memory. And they're wonderful stories. One of them I knew from long ago, and one of them was new to me tonight. One is by Ring Lardner, one is by P.G. Wodehouse. And there's not much more to say. He plays all the characters, and he's quite exceptional at it. It's a little soporific at points, but the audience seemed to really love it. They were laughing their heads off.
Well, at the second story, the first one is a bit of a tragedy story taking place in a small town.
I wouldn't quite call it a tragedy, but it's certainly not quite as comedic as the second one. And it's all one character telling about other characters.
Right, but it also leads up to the fact that it becomes tragic. It starts out he's laughing all the time because he's an idiot and doesn't realize that somebody has done something terrible. And through Lithgow's acting, you see that he suddenly realizes it's not in the story itself. He adds a layer to it by suddenly having the character telling the story realize that it was the wrong thing to do. But to tell anything about it would really spoil the whole thing. One is a barber talking about his town and things that have happened in the town, and the other is a British tale about a crazy uncle who comes to visit and does weird things.
The second one, that's the comedy. And in between the stories, John tells why he has chosen these stories and a bit of his family history. Now, I found this enjoyable, not overwhelmingly entertaining, but a fun, basically pleasant evening.
I would say the first story was okay, it's all done, but only okay. But the second one was really good. I'd give the first story 3 out of 5, but the second one 4 out of 5.
Well, we don't usually rate them at the first impression, but the first impression of this is, it's a pleasant evening. The audience really loved the second part. They're chasing us out right now, so we really have to go. But you can see more of this on our full review on Two on the Aisle.
And that's Two on the Aisle First Impressions.